Allah, Alahaya Nawi Hawa Bashim Yahawa Mashiach wa Malaki Bahashim Hawa Wabaka Rash Barakathon, that one Salaki Bible Bar, one Quorum YASHARAHLA. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, and to the brothers speaking in likewise doctrine and say Shalom. Today's lesson we're gonna get on Eve because she's doing the most, man. I got some videos. We're gonna filter the video through the scriptures. You know how we do. But without further ado, let's go and get in this thing. All right, now this first video, we got Eve in court, and she got kids, right? But her daddy taking care of her kids while she live her best life, you know. And now she's in court with her daddy, and she has to pay her daddy child support because he keeps the kids. That's Eve, y'all. Now let's let this play a little bit. Mm. Eve at my house. See, let's get some scriptures, man. Cause see, this thing about Eve right here. Ever since back, it goes all the way back to the garden with the fruit, which was knowledge, forbidden wisdom. She wasn't supposed to partake in it, but she let the serpent talk at her doing it. That serpent is Esau, Edom. Now, after she received that knowledge, that left hand knowledge from Esau, she just went ham. She forgot who her husband is. She forgot the order, and she out here. Wow. Now, let's get some scriptures. Let me see if I can find it. All right, here goes to Rock chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. That goes back to the garden right there, because sin was introduced to Eve through the serpent, and Eve passed it on down to Adam, and it just went downhill from there. Now let's get well, let's let the video play a little more. See all the benefits Eve get from Esau. She get sick. Not saying this particular woman, but most Eves in the population. You know, they get food stamps, they get Section 8, uh, child support, alimony, all these little dainties, right? But there's only one stipulation: Eve can't have a man in the house. Now, Eve don't think it out past that. She be like, okay, cool, but there's a long-term effect to this. Esau is systematically destroying the so-called black family, the Israelite family, Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos. He's Hispanically, he's systematically destroying the families because he knows that the man is the head of the family. Now, we have a couple scriptures here. Here we go. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of the woman is the man, and the head of the man is Hamashiach, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. That's the Father. All right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. That's all these days you got. Food stamps, alimony, child support, Section 8. Yeah, it says the vintage shall fail. That's the vintage right there. All these little monetary benefits she got coming in for obeying Esau to destroy the family. And she don't stop there. Eve going to destroy the child right before the child's born. She want to destroy the child after the child born, because right now they passing laws where you can abort a child after 40 weeks, up to 2 years old. That's murder, y'all. Verse 11. We still in the book of Isaiah, chapter 32. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Sackcloth represents death. Verse 12. They shall lament for the teats, government programs, government assistance, whatnot, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. They gonna want the benefits back. But Esau finna cut Eve off. Let's let it play some more. See there, she got a man up now, but her kids were dead. See how Eve do? Let me get 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 8. Therefore shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again. And the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And there's most of these kids nowadays that ain't got no structure, no solid foundation to grow as far as a household. You know what I'm saying? A secure household. You break up the family, the kids are not balanced because you get teachings from the man and the woman. You also, not only that, you get role models. Little boys learn how to be men by watching the men, and it's the same goes for the little girls and women. But when you break that, what happens to the little boys that stay with mama? Little boys, they tend to deal with problems like mama deal with problems. They see mama get emotional and loud and crazy, and that's how they learn to handle solve problems. Because see, the woman, she is driven by emotion. Men are driven by logic. Now, if you have a little boy in the house with a woman and no man, that little boy will learn to be driven by emotion instead of logic. That's why you got these simps, these beta males, because they learn from their mama to worship women. Let's let them continue. See, that's Eve's problem. Let me come out of here. Eve ain't scared of nothing, and that's her problem. That's gonna be her downfall, cause she ain't scared of nothing. Now I got this next video, but before that, I'm gonna get into these scriptures. Once again, we're going back to the origin of the problem with Eve. This is like yeah, let's just get scriptures. This basically going into the order the Lord ordained: Father, Son, man, woman, child. Not Esau, Eve, everybody else. See how out of order this whole planet is. Because Esau is ruling. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Now where and who is he? Job chapter 9, verse 24. Now let's get here we go. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Now, Eve is our enemy in the last days. The scriptures say that, and I'm going to get them in a minute. But pertaining to this scripture right here, the Lord, he's righteous in a way that evil women, he keeps them away from his righteous men, especially the men of the Lord out here on the highways and byways doing these sit downs and telling people who they really are. But like I said, the sinner shall be taken by her. So if you out here wilding out, guess what? The Lord gonna bless you with a wild woman. That's how it goes. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. She ain't living. Because a woman's true purpose is to bring forth children and raise a family. But she ain't doing it. See, the Lord created her to do that. So to Eve, that's life. But Esau gave you another little mission, which is to be against your man, be against being family oriented, and being out of order. But see, Eve, she got all these dainties, and when she entered that covenant with Esau, but she didn't read the fine print. Now that fine print of that covenant states that Eve gonna grow old by herself because don't nobody want to deal with her. Who want to deal with a woman that you can't tell nothing, that argumentative, destructive, ain't scared of nothing, not shamefaced, half naked, about to jump up in your face and fight you? Man, don't nobody want to deal with it. That's why Eve gonna die alone. Matter of fact, studies show that over 60% of Israelite women, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian, are single. Because of that reason, you're too wild. You're not a woman anymore. You know I don't know what Esau turned you into, but I know what you're not. You're not a woman anymore. First Peter chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. Be in subjection to your husband. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones, The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostrich in the wilderness. The ostriches, they're kind of clumsy, so they step on their own eggs. Our women are much worse. Our women in these last days, they're actually murdering their children. Now let's get this video real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the sound. Let me bring it back. All right, here we go. Eve checking Eve right there, and that's the absolute truth. Now let's get let's get Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. And that became prophecy. That was prophesied to happen. That's when this happened, that's when Esau elevated the woman above the man, which is out of order. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous and she is simple and knoweth nothing. That's why Esau went after Eve, because she's the weaker vessel. She's more susceptible to being beguiled. And that's exactly what happened to Eve. She got from the teachings of Esau. She actually praises Esau through cheese and rice. See what I'm saying? And Esau also trained her to look down and disrespect her own man. And that's going to turn out real bad for you Eve in the later days. And you about to find out why. Real quick. Let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 2. And we'll start at verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also of Hamashiach. Verse 2. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. The ordinances, the order. Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. All right. Let's see what else we got. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Meaning, women comes from a man's seed. You can't grow nothing without no seed. See, that's how Esau got y'all. He got y'all thinking that the woman is the ultimate creator. No, it's the man. Think about it like this. You plant watermelons, you got some watermelon seeds, you plant them in the ground. The ground represents a woman's womb. Whatever you plant in there, that's what's going to spring forth. So if you plant watermelon seeds, guess what's going to grow? Watermelons. And it's the same principle that applies to men and women. Y'all, Esau done lied to y'all again. There's no such thing as mixed people. You are whatever your father is. Let me see. Verse 9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. That's the order. But Esau, you know how he do. He like to just, I don't know what he do. I know what he don't do. Let's get the next video. And look at this here, y'all. This is a disgrace. I'm just speechless off of this. Look at this here. Now this girl ain't got no legs, but she's still twerking something. Let's get it. See what I'm saying? Now what was that? I don't know. Hold up. I don't know what that is. But let me come out of here for a minute. Well, actually, let's get this one. Next video, through her we all die. Now, Eve, right here, this one, they out there, they said, do you believe in abortion after birth? She out there trying to protest to get the right to kill children after they are born. Let's go. Two years old, y'all. She said, yeah. All right, y'all heard it. Let's get Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, which lead thee, which cause thee to error, and destroy the ways of thy paths. I mean, they just jump on Esau bandwagon. Whatever Esau want to propose, they with it. Let's get Zechariah. No, let's get Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are sottish children, which means stupid. And they have none understanding, they are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. This woman so quick, yeah, she with it. She with the abortions and all that madness. Well, she doesn't know that's murder. Let's get Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13 again. A foolish woman is clamorous, she is simple and knoweth nothing. The reason says she don't know nothing because the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High. And the wisdom of this world comes from Esau. I got one more. I got a few more. Excuse me. Okay. The ones I was before. Now, let's go to the next video. Oh, shit. Yeah, he jacked up, man. Sorry about the shot. I'm having a little technical difficulty. Here we go. Uh, let's get this one. It says the only way to reason with these people is through nuclear destruction. Now, in this video, this woman is advocating to have this law passed. The law about being able to abort your kids after they are literally born. That's murder. Let's get it. And that's, see, y'all following Esau. See, now if y'all notice on her name tag, it says Miss Single, which probably means, okay, she has a career, which is fine, but she's probably, there's a good chance she's a feminist too. The feminists, this is what they believe: career, best life first, man, family last, which is out of order. And they're wrong having a career, but don't forget your role as a woman. A lot of women, they done forgot their roles. Matter of fact, they trying to be men. I done seen some women actually get beards glued on their face. I'm like, really? Let's go. See? Wow. See, yeah. You know why she stopped? Because she knew she was looking foolish. Let's get the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which say unto me, where is the Lord Yahweh thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as a mire in the street. Mire is boo-boo. Now, this actual scripture is describing Eve in the last days being our enemy. And she is. Over 80% of so-called black women hate black men. And you see in this scripture where it says how she taunted the Lord to my son. This is what she's saying to her man. Where is the Lord Yahweh thy God? See, that's why it says a clamorous woman is foolish. Knoweth nothing. She don't know the power she's playing with. And another thing, all these women out here just getting over on men, dogging them out and whatnot, it's coming back on you. That's why it says, mine eye shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as mire in the street. Yeah, vengeance is coming back for Eve in a big way. All them dudes you dogged out, they ain't forgot. All them dudes you get money from, they ain't forgot. All them baby daddies y'all dogging out, they ain't forgot. So all them BBLs and all them other operations y'all got, try to hold on to your power that Esau granted you. I want to see how y'all gonna try to hide them big butts in the last days, because they gonna be coming for you. All right, let's get another video. Hold on, what is this? Okay, that's that. Let's get this one. Now, it says, my body, my choice, hypocrites. Now these people, they advocating to do whatever they want to with their bodies as far as uh carrying babies and then killing them, because Esau has relieved Eve of all responsibility in this kingdom. Nothing's her fault, just like nothing's Esau's fault. And then when you call them two out, they get offended. Now, in this particular video, they're advocating to be able to have abortions even after the baby's born. But, I mean, they claim that's a freedom they should have, right? But when this man asked them, well, what about the people who were forced to get the jump shot? They ain't got no comment on that. It goes straight opposite. Listen, just take a listen. Now, these women, all these rebellious women out here, they advocating to kill children, to murder children, when that is against Judean law. They're not Judah, they're not Israel, so it really doesn't matter. But you know who's gonna follow up? Eve. Yeah, I bet you there's some Eves out there. You know what it is. And the reason these women out here advocating to murder children, because they don't want to accept the responsibility of raising children. They just want to be whores out here, lawless, no responsibility. See what I'm saying? That's what they want. They don't want responsibility. They want to live their best life. Well, you don't have much longer to live your best life, because the Lord, He is on His way to destroy knock everything off the shelf Esau to build and rebuild and righteous kingdom. And this for all you women out there who want to live your best life, don't want to be held to responsibilities. You want to murder children instead of raising them. This is for you. Sirach, book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 22. A harlot shall be counted as spittle. Sorry, Shalaki, I can't even read my hand right. Let me grab the proper. We're gonna get it straight up out of here. What we was at, Sirach. All right, we're going to chapter 26, verse 22. A harlot shall be accounted as spittle, which is spit, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. See how the Lord loves obedient, shame-faced women? Because they're in order. That's why. Unlike these jackals. Right, chapter 26, verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord YAHSHAWAR. I got another one. Okay, I got a few more. This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. Shamefaced, loud, talking loud, saying nothing, being an embarrassment to your man. That's not how it's supposed to be. So you will get put away. Your man will write you a bill of divorce because you are unruly. You can't be governed. You are lawless. And it's not all the sisters, but they know who I'm talking about. Let's get 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array. And these women, they do the opposite of that, what that suggests. Modest apparel, shamefaced, sober, not all that fancy stuff to draw attention to yourself because you want to be praised by these simps. Verse 10, but which become a woman professing godliness with good works, in verse 11. Let the woman learn the silence with all subjection. Verse 13, for Adam was first formed, then Eve. That's the order. Once again, that's reiterating the order. Let's finish the video. See, hypocrites. See there, y'all? Hypocrites. Now let's come up out of here. I got a few more scriptures. Yeah, this the whole duty of woman right here, pretty much. Hold on, y'all. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1 first. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? The answer is no. Shall not that land be greatly polluted? Yes, it is, because a woman is supposed to be one man her whole life. And when you got more than one man, you got more than one man's spirit on you. That's why you can never settle down with one man, because you got too many other men's spirits on you. And that's why you're in a state of constant confusion and worry and misery. That's why I said, she who is living is dead while she living. You just a walking ball of confusion. All right, hold on, Salaki. Okay, this is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. That's the duty of woman, to be a man's help and for childbearing. Not being little hearts in the street. All right. Let's get one more, then we're gonna go ahead and close. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. And that goes across the board for all the Israelites. So-called black men, women, Hispanics, Native Americans, Latinos. So it's up to you. You either want to play ball or you get beat down with the bat, literally. I think that's all I got, y'all. Oh, let me get these real quick, then we're going to close. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 11, and we're going to read down to verse 13. For whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. That goes across the board. He who despises wisdom. Verse 12, their wives are foolish, and their children wicked. Verse 13, their offspring is cursed, wherefore blessed is the barren that is undefiled, which have not known the sinful bed. She shall have fruit in the visitation of souls. So which one you want to be? All it being trodden down the mire in the street, or a woman to be saved for childbearing? Now a lot of people gonna about to get destroyed. So it's up to you to decide if you want to sit out here and burn with the rest of the degenerates, or you want to get beamed up in them chairs and go home. It's up to you. I want to give our praise to Yahweh. By YASHAMIAHLA, SHAMASHIACH, by Malachi, by Hashem, HaWA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA'WA honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who will, and likewise brothers who teach, and likewise doctrine, say shalom.